See, back in the day, it was easy for the West to assassinate a black leader. It was easy for them to get rid of Patrice Lumumba. It was easy for them to get rid of Thomas Sankara. It was easy for them to get rid of Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, Fred Hampton, Bobby Seale, any pro-black Pan-Africanist leader. It was easy for the white supremacist system to get rid of them. Due to now the social media, even though they had so many attempts on brother Ibrahim Traore's life, and we can't leave out the other two brothers in the Sahel region of Mali and Niger and Mali. We can't leave them out because they just as important as Ibrahim Traore. But Ibrahim Traore, because we got to call them two brothers out, because we all know white supremacy will try to draw wedges against them because, due to vanity purposes. And I hope those brothers do not fall victim to that shit. I hope they stay and ride with Ibrahim Traore, because it's going to work out for even them in the end. It's going to work out for Mali. It's going to work out for Niger. It's going to work out for other African nations in sub-Saharan Africa and even North Africa. Because now you even got Libya, Gaddafi's son, signing up to join their union. You got him. He's taking up, let's show love to Gaddafi's son. May brother Gaddafi rest in power. And the thing is, he was an Arab, but he was a Pan-Africanist. And a lot of the Arabs didn't like Gaddafi, because Gaddafi, what he was. The only one that started to understand what Gaddafi was doing was Saddam Hussein. Now let's keep in mind, I keep telling people that the Middle East is a part of the African continent. Saudi Arabia, Israel, Jordan, Iraq, Lebanon, Syria, all them countries that's on that part of the peninsula are actually a part of the African continent. Just to make that clear, those people that live in Palestine are African. People that live in Saudi are African. People that live in Iraq, live in Syria, live in Jordan, live in Palestine, because Israel don't exist to me, live in that part are a part of the African continental part of Africa. So, they are on the continental plate. However, let's go back to the politics of this shit. They want to push this agenda against Ibrahim Traore, because Ibrahim Traore is a true man that cares about his people. You did. This is a rarity amongst politicians. It's truly a rarity, because most politicians only care about their interests, their financial and economic interests, using the people to get what they want, like Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, all your so-called black politicians who they put in. They do the same job as African crony leaders that they do, the blood suck the black community to trick them. Then your white conservatives do the same with middle class and poor white people, sell them misinformation. When this is all by design. I even tell dumbass white supremacist motherfuckers this shit, but somehow some of them know. So the right, what the 3% at the top, they find white motherfuckers like David Duke, Richard Spencer, Jared Taylor, Nick Fuentes, and many others to be their mouthpiece, because they got sold their soul to white people that somehow you're superior, and it's because of the niggers and the Latino, the Mexicans, the Mexicans, and all the immigrants that you being fucked in the ass. So these white poverty whisperers, who really don't give a fuck about them because they getting paid money to be their mouthpiece, just like you got the same thing going on in the black community with the fake black, so-called pro-black politicians who feed on black people in poverty, and this is how they stay wealthy, because as long as black people in poverty, being impoverished, being criminalized, they get paid. So it works on both sides. And the 3% at the top, they celebrate, but they getting so lazy and arrogant, they don't want to support the system of white supremacy, but they put in place the tool of white supremacy. So now you have white men and white people in general don't have jobs and resources. They falling back like the black community. Well, you gotta find a way that this is the rich, wealthy elite. You gotta find a way to keep these people fighting amongst each other. We gotta do something, because we losing everything. Well, in order for that, you do that, sir, you gotta pay a certain demographic. Well, fuck that. We don't want to pay none of them motherfuckers. We want to get money on top of money on top of money that we can live on, and fuck all those peasants down at the bottom. We don't care if they're white or black. Fuck them all. We got to make more money, like the Wayans brothers shit. This is how these elites think. They use white supremacy as a tool for the dumbass, rank-and-file white nationalists who think that somehow it's easier to punch down at black people. Shout out to Sarge Willie P. Punch down at black people and other groups of people instead of punching up to the motherfuckers who causing the problem. But the reason why they like that is because in their mind they thinking one day they may ascend to heaven and rise up to the great Mount Olympus and be able to throw thunderbolts down at all you peasants, including white people. But I digress.